Hey there everyone, Caden here from Castlecraft Studios, and today I wanted to do a little special video to help bring in the new year of 2025. So first and foremost, I hope everybody's having a great new year. Happy New Year to you. I hope you had a good closing out of 24, and I hope you're as excited for 25 as I am. So without any more blabbering about the new year, what is today about? Today I wanted to go over the history of Deadwood. I wanted to show you guys the progress from the very first version of the game I made to the version that is the Steam demo currently. And then at the very end, I will show you what I'm currently working on, which is the full version of the game, hopefully going live before the end of 2025. So here we are on the itch.io page. I will include these download links in the description, of course, for itch as well as Steam, in case you guys want to go grab these yourself. But here we are on the 1.5 alpha demo for Deadwood Drive. And looky here, I wasn't even working with Sidra Max, the 3D artist, 3D modelist, or Limonot, the musician for the music. I wasn't even working with those guys yet here. I only had my good buddy Wilson making my 2D art at this point. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and download this here, and I'm going to open that up, and we're going to jump right in. Alrighty guys, you know the drill. We've got the zip folder extracted from itch.io. We've got the game file right here. We're going to launch this. Alright guys, here we are. We are on Deadwood Drive V1 Alpha Demo main menu. We've got the close button, load game, new game. Obviously I have a loaded game there, but we're going to click new game. Here's a tutorial to learn the basic mechanics. No, we're going to skip that because remember I said we just want to watch the first sections of the first mission to get an idea of V1 to Steam demo, and then finally, like I said, what I'm working on now. So let's go to the story. It's loading here. Here comes Vicky. Boom. Here's the first mission. We'll go ahead and do this. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So as we can see, everything we need and everything we have in the Steam demo is here, but it just looks really bad, right? So we've got the speedometer bottom left. We've got the fuel bottom right. We've got a mini-map top right and objective in the middle, and then some more information near our mini-map. And we've got hints, you know, pause to use the map. T for rear view, H for headlights, P for pilot mode. We'll get to that in a moment. The radio we'll get to in a moment as well. So without further ado, we have a blue X. That's our mission here. Clear area and then sell the wood at the lumber yard. So we're going to go ahead and start going here. Give you guys a little bit of an idea. The sound is pretty much the same. I will say the sound is pretty much the same from V1 to the Steam demo to now. Okay? That's one thing that hasn't changed, but I mean, this just looks rough, right? There's lots of sharp edges. The grass is sharp looking. The trees are sharp. I mean, there is a moving guy in traffic. Here's a boost. I'm not necessarily going to hit the boost. There's a gas station over there. Don't necessarily need that yet. We're going to go ahead and just keep going this way. This is towards the mission. I am going to hit this boost so I can show you guys that. Alright, so we did have the boost even in V1. Now, I'll pause it right here and talk about pilot mode. Now, pilot mode was probably the most in-depth feature I made. One of the most in-depth features I've made for this game. And in the Steam demo, it doesn't even exist, and it's not going to exist in the final version of the game. But pilot mode is essentially cruise control. It's the same mechanic that I used in multiple scripts, how the traffic works. The traffic is set to speed limits, and it will avoid you, as we may see here in just a moment. Sometimes I get in the way, and they go around me, so they don't hit me. But this pilot mode for the player, you can see on the hints right here even. See, pilot mode, P. It's a cruise control, so when you turn it on, you maintain the speed you were at when you turned it on. When you cross a speed limit sign, it updates your speed, and when you approach a stop sign, it automatically stops for you. I spent a lot of time, thought that was really cool, but really that provides nothing for the players in the game for what Deadwood's plot is. And plus, why would I take the aspect of driving away from a game where the main point of it is to drive? So, got rid of pilot mode, but we'll test it out here in just a moment, or maybe we won't. Actually, let's do it. Let's do it. So see, pilot mode, P, I'm at 58. I go across the speed limit sign at 55. It moves me down to 55, right? That's pilot mode. And the brakes were just so god-awful in this first version. It's not even funny. Not even funny, and that's part of the plot. We're not even going to get into any of the plot. I just wanted to show you guys the driving, the pilot mode, the traffic, which we've seen all that, and then finally the collecting of these trees, which the collecting of the trees, as we'll see, is pretty much the same. You know, they highlight a certain color, and when you get within activate or collection zone, so you get close enough and you're not moving, they turn green. Collect them, boom, there you go, and it keeps track of them. All right. Alrighty guys, so like I said, that was just the first bits and pieces to get you a small taste of that V1 mechanics, the visuals, all that good stuff. And now we're on the Steam page because I want to show you guys the demo on Steam and how that compares to what we just saw. So here on the screen is the Steam demo. I already have this, so I can just click play now. It's going to go ahead and open this up for us. Right off the bat, we got a lot of changes, right? A much nicer interface. We have some music. We have some information about our previous saved game. We got a quit game button, clear data. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and click clear data, click new game. Everything just looks a lot nicer in my opinion than it did. I'm not going to go through this. We just want to get through this first mission. There's not a tutorial, right? So it's just you playing the game is how you learn how to play. Which honestly, I didn't realize that at first. That's the best way to teach people how to play, is to just do the tutorial as the beginning of the game. So here's your instructions, very straightforward. No choice to see those. You absolutely have to see those now. But you can see everything looks a lot different, right? It looks a lot better. Like, this looks completely different than what we just saw. And look here. And before we go any further, we got a smaller mini map. Still the same numeric values for your fuel, for your speed. Actually, the fuel used to be a gauge, like a bar. Now it's just numbers. This is pretty much the same. Our health is up here. We got rear view. We got a horn. We got lights. Do we have lights? Yeah, we do. You can barely see them during the daytime. You can kind of see them flicking on and off. See, look at this. Can't even see them. Anyways, we got a radio. That was there before, but now we got an interface. So here we go. We've got tire tracks on the ground. We've got smoke. Go ahead and go up to Vicky here. Talk to Vicky. Got pictures with the oh, good morning, Kid Chaos, coming at you early in the morning here with the one, the only. All right. So, sorry guys, I had to get past that little radio segment, that happens at the beginning if you've played this demo. Now we're at the lumberyard, which is where we started last time. You remember the Jack's Lumberyard in the V1? Well, here's Jack's Lumberyard V2. I got a custom lumberyard model made. Thank you to Sidra Max from the Unity Asset Store on that one. And now, if we come over here and talk, all right, so here's our mission. We actually have a lot more information about this mission now. So on our mini-map, on our map, we've got mini-map and regular map. We've got the mission markers here. We've got the markers on the left-hand side over here, as well as a bonus timer. So when we actually go collect these now, and like I said, the collection process has pretty much been the same from the beginning. You have to get close enough, go slow enough. Actually, this one you can be moving, and you collect those. It works the same way. They fall right into the back of your truck. It's logged right here. Haha, logged. Get it? But yeah, so you're like this, and you go and collect those. And then once you do that, it updates it. The numbers on the left-hand side, removes the marker from the map, and you are good to go. So yeah, this is V2. Got a mission log here. We got our stats here, controls, and the map. Okay, so I won't get too much further into it. Like I said, that's just what we're at the Steam demo level. And now finally, we're actually going to see the current version, which will be the final version of the full game that I've got in the Unity editor right over here. Alrighty guys, so here is the current version, the final version that will hopefully be released before the end of this year. I'm shooting for the end of this year, November, December time, of Deadwood Drive, the full version. Here we go. So right off the bat, we've got the same situation, but I've got the actual art on there, so it looks a lot better than it used to. We've got a small settings thing right here, but this needs to be updated. That's actually kind of ugly. But what we're going to do is we're going to click New Game. We get that little intro. We're going to go ahead and click Start. We're not going to worry about that. And right off the bat, before we go any further, you guys can see the pause menu is different, right? But there's gauges now for the speed, for the fuel, for the health, which is oil or health on the far right. The minimap is pretty much the same. The frames per second counter obviously there. And the objective is now top left. And you guys remember seeing the dialogues and stuff pop up before. Here's what it looks like now. Now this dialogue, this modal pop-up window, I actually created in another game idea I'm working on called Dust, and I liked it so much that I brought it over here, and probably will use it in my projects going forward. But I don't have the radio implemented yet, I don't have the trees implemented yet, but I did want to show you guys you can actually hit stuff and break stuff in this one, unlike the other ones, right? So here I can run into the fence, come over here, get some gas. And before we talk to Vicky, I will show you guys pause menu, right? So it looks a lot cleaner. Now I have to give a big shout out to my friend Ryan. Ryan, thank you very much for the idea to slim down the pause menu, to make it more modern, to put it on one side or the other. It really, really put together the sleekness of it. So thank you. I think it looks great. We've even got a new feature here, customize your truck steering sensitivity. So if you go all the way up, you know what I mean, it's really sensitive. You go down, it's going to be not so sensitive. So we'll go somewhere in the middle. And don't mind this, I'm still working on, obviously still working on this, working on her waypoints and whatnot. But we can come up to Vicky here, press T. That little pop-up comes up again with the actual character image this time. And then she's going to be rightfully on her way. Alright, so that is what it currently looks like. Alrighty guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed looking back through the last year and a couple months of me working with Unity, starting back from the very blocky, clunky, sharp looking graphics to a lot better performance, mechanics, visuals, everything like that, to nowadays where I'm at. So I just wanted to start the new year off right by looking back at where I started and where I'm at to get me more pumped to go forward. So thank you guys for checking this out. As always, everything that you would want to have for this video is in the description, the links, the downloads, all that good stuff. So yeah, until next time guys, peace.